How does the word transition relate to where you are in your life today?
It's a very good question. So, transition. I've been in transition. I feel like we all go through transitions in our life at different times. Life is never always the same, so there's always change. For me, within the last 7 years, I've been in a lot of transition. I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, so I'm now in Los Angeles, and I work in the film and television industry. So it was a really interesting and good move for me. Um, and in doing that, like I started to work for Hulu. I'm currently director of production at Disney for our marketing team. And I feel like it's a different phase of work for me in my life. It's also a different phase of fun, right? So being out here, I found a little bit more of my athleticism, and I've been playing a lot of tennis, and I've been doing things like taking drum lessons to keep myself sharp because I've always wanted to do that in my entire life. So for me, like if I'm not in transition, I feel like I'm stagnant and I'm stale. So being in transition is always for me growth, and growth is challenge.
Perfect. I love it.
Love
Yeah,
you.
I feel the same way. If you could sit beside your 10-year younger self, so 40-ish something, what would you whisper to her in her ear?
I would say slow down. There's a lot of time left. Like, you don't have to do everything right now, and nothing has to be. I feel like in my 40s, you hear this great thing where, like, oh, you turn 40 and it's the best years of your life. And then you turn 50 and it's the best years of your life. And I think I turned 40 thinking, like, these are going to be the best years of my life, and like pressing myself to make them the best years. And at the beginning of my 40s, I did a lot. Like, I had a production company in Morristown. I had a yoga studio. I was teaching yoga. So I was really kind of burning the candle at both ends, and I burned myself out. And then found myself at a place of transition. So I feel like to have this wisdom, like a decade later, to go back and say to myself, like, slow down, take things one beat at a time, and also just focus on what you enjoy, and all the other stuff. If you start doing if you keep on focusing on things that you don't enjoy, that you have to do, and all of us have to do things, right? But you're not paying attention to the stuff that really fulfills you in life. And I feel like the last decade, I found a lot of clarity in that.
Beautiful. Yeah. Something about, I keep hearing this expression about how the biggest, greatest gift we can give to ourselves and to one another is to be present and not be doing the rushing and
Thousand
getting all
percent.
that stuff
A
done.
1000%.
Yeah. What does freedom mean to you now?
Freedom for me, freedom for me is two things. I think it's letting go of expectation, my own expectation, right? I push myself a lot throughout my life, and freedom for me is now saying, okay, it's enough. Like, what you're doing is enough. It was always, my wife always said to me, you're always focused on the next thing, right? You're always like, you celebrate what's happening right now, but you're always looking at, like, what's next, what's next. And for me, freedom is the ability at this point to say, okay, I am enough in everything I do. Like, I am enough in my work, in my personal relationships, and everything else is icing on the cake. And that allows me not to grip so hard. And it provides a sense of freedom. The other thing I would say, freedom to me is the ability to continue to create in whatever way possible. So whether it's through writing or filmmaking or playing tennis or playing the drums, like, it's freedom to me is the ability to, like, have this creative energy. Without the creative energy, I always feel like a little stagnant. So that provides me the ability to kind of really dig into who I am and express that.
Did you always know that you had that creative energy?
Yeah, I think so. Like, from when I was a kid, I was always, whether it was writing or drawing or, taking pictures or things like that, I feel like it was always, there's this satisfying edge that comes, like, after something's done. Like, I used to write a blog, and after I finish a blog and post it, it's like, it's kind of like I didn't care if anybody read it, but the fact that I got it out and I created it and I birthed it into the world, there was this rush and this high after that. And again, I feel like that's kind of the adrenaline in my life, the stuff that keeps me, that's the engine for me. Without having something to create in front of me, I get get anxious, I get stressed, I get kind of stale.
Yeah, squirrely.
So yeah, squirrely.
Yeah, I
For
know that
sure.
feeling very well.
Ask Marguerite, she'll let you know. Yeah.
um, are you clear about who you're becoming in this stage of life?
I think I am finally clear about who I'm becoming. I don't know. I always knew who I wanted to become, right? Throughout my first 4 decades. Um, there was always that striving, but I finally am clear on who I am. And that allows me, I think, to look at who I want to be in a gentler way. So without this striving, without this pushing, but with the more of like, the opportunities that come to me or the way I look for whatever my next project is, right? It's not with this focus of like, oh, I've got to find the next thing. I've got to rush in the next thing. It's more like I'm more satisfied with life. And everything that I do from here on out is like, again, icing on the cake, but then it comes with more joy than I've ever had in this stuff that I've done before, the stuff that I've created. And I've had a like super fortunate, super joyful life. I've been incredibly blessed and I've worked incredibly hard. And I've always appreciated it. I've always had gratitude. I've always tried to live in the moment. But I feel like there's a different quality now. There's a more quality of ease that I didn't have before.
Yeah. Yeah. Who have you become with the support of other women walking beside you, including
Oh,
your
yeah.
wife?
Oh, yeah. Everybody. Like the women in my life are incredible, from my wife, who is my rock and allows me to kind of dream and dream big. I'll always say that, if I'm a balloon, she's the little foil wrapped thing at the end that sort of holds me down to the earth, and that allows me to kind of float and fly without being without going crazy. She really believes in me more than I believe in myself a lot of times. My sister was my business partner for many years. She's incredibly supportive of me. She's incredibly supportive of my film lately, but even in who I am and who I'm becoming and who I want to be. She's my older sister, and I've always looked up to her, so she shapes me and she shapes my life. My best friend, Melissa, who's my producing partner, very much a presence in my life, and we're always looking for stories about strong women. We're always looking for, because there's this bond of sisterhood that allows you to be who you are without judgment. It's really incredible to me to look up in my job these days and see so many of the executives on Zoom are women, like overwhelmingly so. And that just makes me smile, because because we know how to get shit done, like, right? And we know how to run things, and we know how to do things with compassion. And I find that in the environment of women, there's often less stress and there's more progress. So,
And I always feel as though there's this organic, fluid energy around collaborating with other women,
for sure.
which doesn't always happen in the other arena.
Yeah, and I think I don't know, like, I don't want to speculate in that it's like the guy energy, and we
Hmm.
certainly love the guys in our life, of course, but
Hmm.
like it's just a different energy when you get women together, moving towards the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not so much a competition, it's more of a collaboration. And I
Yes.
think with guys, it feels more like a competition, which also has its place and is also awesome in a lot of ways. But I feel like, it is definitely a different energy.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. What are you letting go of in this season?
What am I letting go of? That's a good question. I'm letting go of, I think what I've said to this point, right? I'm letting go of the stress and the pressure of becoming something else, something other than I am right now. Like, I'll become something else tomorrow, in the next minute, right? Like, we're all different. But I'm letting go of the stress of like pushing myself to become something else, because I'm sort of happy with who I've become and where I'm focused. And that really allows, I can't I try to tell like the young kids this, and I think you just have to live through it, right? But like when you stop pushing so hard, like it blossoms and it opens. Like things come to you more easily. Things are more enjoyable and more fruitful. Um, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's kind of
Yeah. In that space of not pushing comes all sorts of wonderful opportunities, right?
yeah, yeah, right.
And
It's sort of
patience.
and patience,
Yeah.
and also you that phrase of like if you I'm not going to get it correct, but it's like if you hold on too tightly to something, if you let it
Yeah.
go, it comes back to you.
Right.
That's sort of what this is. This is for me a phase of life where like I stopped hanging on so tightly. And I don't want to make it like I wasn't like super tightly wound, or I mean, you knew me before. Like I was always kind of a
Yeah.
little bit carefree. Um, but that expectation of what's next, um, is more like has become like what's now. So
Yeah. And I guess with that is a kind of confidence and faith that whatever is next is going to be the next right thing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's going to be fine.
Whatever it is, it's going to be the next right thing because it's what it is, right? Like,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. It doesn't have to be anything other than what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do the rapid fire questions if I can
All
find them.
right.
Where'd they go? Hold
Love
on.
it.
Oh, shoot.
Like the James Lipton top
Damn.
questions.
I don't see my rapid fire questions. They were attached to my little piece of paper over here. Give me 1 second. Let me see
Yeah,
if
no
I
worries. I'm gonna pull them up.
can find them. Yes. Okay, got them.
Great.
All right. I'm going to ask you to try to give me just one word answers to these
Okay.
questions.
That's hard for me. I'm Italian.
I know. It's hard for me too. I'm Jewish. One word that describes you.
Grateful.
One thing women overthink.
Self-worth.
Something you stopped apologizing for.
Not being enough. That's 3 words, but
I'll give you grace. A daily ritual you cherish.
Petting my dogs in the morning.
And last but not least, one belief you've outgrown.
That guys rule the world.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, my love. This was
You are the best.
awesome.
You are
What a
the
great.
best.